The drawing of a daddy longlegs. For you to start, we are going to write the title at the top left-hand side of the sheet. Remember to make sure that your pencil is sharp and that you are sitting in the correct handwriting position. If you are still learning to write, perhaps you can ask Mom or Dad or your older brother or sister to help you write the heading. Right. Now we are going to refer to our picture and take careful observation, identifying which part we shall start with first. I think the best place to start would be in the center of the page with the daddy longlegs head. Let's find the center of our page, right in the middle. Now let's have a look and see what shape the head is. It's a round circle. Now next to the circle is the body of the daddy longlegs. Let's have a look. Is the body bigger or smaller than the head? The body is bigger, and it's not quite a circle, it's more of an oval. We are now going to add in the oval of our daddy longlegs. Good. Now to draw the legs. Let's have a look and see from where the legs start. Most of them start underneath the area of the head. We are going to start just in putting in sections of where each leg will be coming out. There's a section, there's a section, there's a section, and there's a section, and on the other side. Because the daddy longlegs is a spider, it has got 8 legs. Now you will notice that the legs are very long. There are indeed 7 segments that make up the leg of a daddy longleg. We start with the first 2 parts right at the beginning of each leg. And now we're going to see in which direction these legs go. First of all, we've got the long legs at the back. Now if we look at the type of line that the leg has at the back, it's a long curved line, although it's a slight curve. It's not a great curve. Let's curve the line at the back. And we're going to add the second part of his leg right across. Good. The next leg is close, although it doesn't go in the same direction. It goes more outwards. This section seems to have straight lines. Let's complete all our legs. Remember, the back one is not quite straight, it's slightly curved. And these are a little bit more straight. Good. Let's take a moment to look at our spider. Are you happy with the direction in which your legs are going? If you are, it's time to add the next segment of our leg, the join that connects the one part to the next. And these, as you can see, are almost like little tiny ovals. Good. Now we're going to draw the next part of the leg. Let's look and see what we can notice about the breadth or the thickness of the next part of the leg. If you look carefully, you'll see it is slightly thinner and it stretches out almost the same distance as the previous part of the leg. Let's draw in the section. Slightly thinner. There we go. It's almost like we're drawing a bunch of tubes coming out of the spider. Good. Now we're going to join this part to the next part of the leg. Again with a smaller oval. Just a little part. Now look carefully at your leg. The leg is getting even thinner. So let's be careful as we draw these next points. Also notice the direction in which the leg is now going. It's no longer going in the same direction as the other parts of the leg. It goes in almost the opposite direction. So if this part of the leg is going forward, this part of the leg is coming back. Let's draw it coming back, even thinner. These ones are going away from me because the other part of their leg is coming towards me. You can just put these in different directions. Right. And now we get to the final part of their leg. It's almost like they've got little toes. Now be very careful because this section is not as long as the previous section. They're very gentle, just reaching out. It's like the little spider's got feet. Good. Now look at your spider. If you are happy with the way his legs are facing, it's time to start adding different shades and textures on his body. Look carefully at his head. Could you point to where his eyes are? Right. Right in front of his head are the two little eyes. And then he's got his little jaws that come out. On his head he has a little pattern. See if you can draw the little pattern on his head. It's almost like a little star. And then on his body he's got a similar little pattern, only a bit bigger. And it comes out and it goes in and out and to the back. There we go. Right, boys and girls, you can either leave your daddy long legs just like that, or if you'd like, you can take some paint. I've chosen to use watercolors, but you can use either watercolors, pencil crayons, Kokies. It's really up to you and what you have at home. Now, if I look at the colors I've got here, I'm going to try and replicate the type of color I see in the image, which is a very soft, almost tan, that I'm going to use for his body. Make sure you've got water on your paintbrush, and then you can very gently, almost dab. Remember, when we are working with nature study, it's about careful work that is neat and it is done with good effort. We can add the color that we're working with to all the different parts that are these colors. So notice how I'm holding my paintbrush. I don't hold it too close to the part where the brush is. I hold it slightly away. And I just paint over very gently. Okay. We're then going to take a slightly darker color, and you'll see towards the little section that connects the two legs, it's a little bit darker. We're going to add a little bit of darker brown at these sections. There we go. And then if we look on his body, he's actually got quite a dark body. So we're going to first add this color. All around. And then we're going to go and mix a darker brown. So I'm going to actually take some purple and some brown and just mix it so it's slightly darker. And then we can add it to the middle. You can even add it to this little head, which was also quite dark. As well as his little eyes. There we go. Okay, now let's look at our picture where our legs are again. We're going to need to use this lighter color again. Let's clean our brush nicely, and let's go and get some light tan, and let's add it to the rest of our legs very gently. Go. And again, the little segment that is connected to the next, at that little area, it's a bit darker. So we can take our darker colors and we can just very carefully, not too much paint, just a little bit, add it just over here. Okay. And the one little area which I haven't added some darker color to are these little sections here.